The following YCN Sports Wrap special is presented by Bubba's Bar and Grill. They have all your favorites and much, much more in Newberry Harbor. Barton Insurance, your choice for quality service and comprehensive coverage in New London and Contoocook. Top Stitch Embroidery in Lebanon, the best for your team and so much more. Mascoma Savings Bank, they're putting you first today and tomorrow. Member FDIC.
Hey, welcome to another special episode of YCN Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Andrew Zerhai. Thanks for tuning in. This week, we'll just be focusing on this year's girls basketball team from Thetford, Vermont, as the Panthers faced off against the Windsor Yellow Jackets in the VPA Division III Championship. But first, let's briefly summarize Thetford's regular season and journey throughout the playoffs. The Panthers finished the regular season with an overall record of 15-5, averaging nearly 51 points a game while allowing just 34 on defense. This was good enough for the second overall seed heading into the D3 Vermont Principals Association playoffs. In the first round, the Panthers easily blew past 15th seeded Montpelier High School. And in the second, Thetford had a more difficult time but still easily pulled out the victory against 10th seeded Oxbow with a score of 48-37. This win marked the 6th straight year Thetford Academy has at least made it to the semifinals. And in this Final Four game, the Panthers won a tight matchup against Leland and Gray by just 7 points. So the Panthers made it to their 4th straight D3 championship, last winning it all 3 years ago in 2014. So to avenge the last 2 years coming up short in the finals, Thetford had to take on the toughest team in the division, the top-ranked Windsor Yellow Jackets. These two teams faced off twice during the regular season, splitting the series with oddly the away team winning both times. So let's now jump right into the championship action between the top-ranked Yellow Jackets and the second-seeded Panthers.
This D3 title game played at the Barrie Municipal Auditorium in Barrie, Vermont was packed, with over 1,000 rowdy fans in attendance. A matchup between Upper Valley rivals created a very exciting championship atmosphere, with the feeling of a dramatic finish ahead. The game started with a Thetford possession, after Emily Emerson won the opening tip, knocking the ball to Izzy Wilmot. She quickly passed to Regan Covey, who smartly jumped over the half-court line. Covey then found Emerson down low and she dished to a shooting Wilmot. Windsor star freshman Olivia Rockwood read the play and blocked the shot. But fortunately for Thetford, the ball dropped into the hands of Emerson, who scored a nice jump shot over Windsor's Abrahamson to open the scoring. Just a few seconds later, Rockwood scored an unassisted driving basket, showing off her speed and putting the Yellow Jackets on the board. Both teams then traded offensive fouls, with Windsor's Ashley Wilcox drawing the first but then committing the second, with Thetford's Covey sacrificing her body. After good ball movement, Covey was able to score her first points, driving through 2 Windsor defenders laying it in. Steals went back and forth for a couple of minutes, with eventually Windsor's Wilcox hitting the ball to Rockwood, who dribbled down the court and made another signature crossover drive to the hoop for 2. Thetford's Taylor Hollis soon scored, grabbing a loose ball and making a layup. And after a Panthers stop, they scored again, with up-the-court passing to Emerson, as she scored her second bucket. Solid defense and turnovers dominated the next 4 or 5 possessions, but soon Emerson increased her point total to 6, when she hit a jumper just inside the free throw line, which made the score Thetford 10, Windsor 4. But Rockwood gave the Yellow Jackets some life when she sunk a three-pointer from the wing off an assist from Wilcox. She soon scored again with an even more impressive crossover driving layup, cutting Thetford's lead to just 1. The Yellow Jackets really started to play lockdown defense, recording blocks and steals, which eventually translated into offense when Wilcox drew a blocking foul. She hit both free throws, giving Windsor their first lead of the night by 1 point. They again were able to stop Thetford's offense, and Rockwood came through after Gray missed a 3. Olivia grabbed the rebound, dribbled to the corner, turned and sunk another impressive 3-ball, pushing her team's lead to 4. The Panthers were able to stop Windsor's 10-point run when Covey hit a jump shot just in front of the 3-point line, off an assist from Brooke Horniak. This made the score 14-12 Windsor, and the Yellow Jackets found themselves with the final possession of the quarter. Olivia Rockwood found space off a Wilcox screen and pulled up, sinking her third 3 of the first, as Windsor took a 5-point lead with a score of 17-12 at the end of 8 minutes. Points were hard to come by to start the second quarter. Windsor's Wilcox managed to hit a couple of free throws, and Thetford's Danielle Robinson scored off an assist from Emerson. And soon Wilmot put in a layup off an assist from Covey. Regan also was sent to the line, hitting 1 of 2 shots, as it looked like the Panthers were starting to go on a small run. But Rockwood soon helped to put that to an end when she grabbed an offensive board and assisted Abrahamson for a basket. She also scored a fast break layup off a helper from Wilcox. This caused the Panthers to take a timeout, exciting the Windsor crowd, taking back a 5-point lead. But Thetford's Emerson scored a basket after being assisted from Robinson, which silenced the Yellow Jackets' chance for defense. Rockwood then drove for another unassisted layup, which put Windsor up by 4. She would score again, hitting 2 free throws to extend the lead to 6. But Robinson soon put in her second bucket for Thetford with a similar driving bucket. The Panthers eventually found themselves with the ball for the final possession of the first half, down by 4. This was when Windsor's Casey Herschel managed to intercept a pass and draw a foul, getting sent to the free throw line with just under 3 seconds remaining. She hit 1 of 2 attempts, which gave the Yellow Jackets a 5-point advantage with a score of 29-24 heading into halftime.
Windsor sure looked like they had control of this game at the half, but this Panther team is not to be underestimated no matter what the score is. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when this Thetford girls basketball special returns, we'll be moving on to the third and fourth quarters to see how this championship game turned out. It may surprise you, you won't want to miss it.